welcome to the newest episode of Blizzplanet.com's StarCraft Summary. Now, as always, I'm your host, the Bearded Gamer, Chris Arnone. Now, we're going to start off like we like to, okay? Let's talk about last week's question. So we asked you, with the WCS North America Finals coming up, who are you rooting for? Are you sticking with players from your own country, or do you have your personal favorites you're picking regardless of their country of origin? Here's the best answers. So thanks as always for those awesome responses. We love it when you do that, and we're going to highlight the best ones every week. Let's get in that weekly news roundup.
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right, so we got a pretty nice sized video coming up today, all right? You ready for all this? Here we go. First 9 is a Day 9 TV Battle Report number 3. So Day 9 and Blizzard's own Rob Simpson have teamed up yet again to bring us another Heart of the Swarm battle report. Now, when we were at the MLG Spring Championships in Anaheim, they showed off a couple of them. We had Protoss versus Zerg, and we had Terran versus Zerg. But what we didn't get to see was Terran versus Protoss. Well, now you can check it out. All right, so it premiered on Monday on Day 9 TV during his Fun Day Monday segment. So you can go check that out. The link is right there in the show notes on YouTube. You can go watch that and tell us what you think of that. I think it's pretty awesome. Next up, StarCraft 2 novel. Okay, we talked about it a little bit last week. It has a release date. So author Christy Golden has a new book, StarCraft 2 Flashpoint. Now this takes place after the end of StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Now it follows Jim Raynor, Sarah Kerrigan, and the crew of the Hyperion as they battle across Dominion space, trying to find refuge from Emperor Arcturus Mengsk. I always hate pronouncing that. Anyway, so it explores the aftermath of Wings and Liberty and some of the events leading up to Heart of the Swarm, of course, the next expansion that we're all eagerly awaiting. It's going to give readers new insights in the early years of Raynor and Kerrigan's relationship as well. And it is scheduled for a November 6th release. Now, something of note here, something to think about here. This may be close to when Blizzard was originally wanting to release Heart of the Swarm. They usually release a book like this that's a tie-in just within a few weeks of the release of a major game like that. So it really makes you wonder, are they going to maybe try to stick to this release date? So sometime, I don't know, you're talking at that point within a few weeks, either mid-October to end of November, or is this indeed released or delayed to 2013 like we've speculated before? We'll just have to wait and see. So let's talk IGN Pro League. They recently held their 3rd team challenge. Now the way that this works, they pit a couple teams against each other. Well, actually more than a couple. And what it is each team picks one player. Now that player will go up against one player from the opponent, and the loser gets knocked out. And then the winner plays the next person. And basically it's last team standing. It usually turns into a best of 5, best of 7, best of 9 kind of affair until they get down to one team that has at least one player that hasn't been knocked out. So this time it came down to Team Liquid came up through the losers bracket to take on Team Incredible Miracle. I'm just kind of tongue-tied today, but that's all right. We'll keep going. In the grand finals. Now, Taeja, who was the winner of the MLG Summer Arena, just dominated, went straight through Team Liquid, was able to pull off an all-team kill. In other words, he knocked out every single member of Team Incredible Miracle and won the matchup 5-1. But because Team Liquid came from the losers bracket, they had to go another match. And in this one, Taeja got beat out by Seed, and Team Incredible Miracle ended up winning 5-3 to take home the title. So to tell you, it was quite the event to watch. A lot of up and down, and some controversy with that rule about coming from the losers bracket and playing again. But a very good tournament to watch. World Championship Series had its Oceania Finals. Now, this was this past weekend. Of course, this is Blizzard's own professional league, the World Championship Series. This was an all Zerg finals. All three of the final players were playing Zerg, which is kind of cool. Last couple of weeks, every time we've been talking about a big tournament, it's always been Protoss or Terran that have been taking it. So the Zerg seem to be, surging back at least a little in the Oceania area. So Moonglade beat Mafia in the winner's bracket. Then Mafia defeated Tigun in the loser's bracket. And then Moonglade defeated Mafia once again 2-0 to take home the title as the best player in the Oceania area. Okay, more WCS. The WCS South Korea Nationals are currently underway, okay? So it started off with a pool of 32 players. They are now down to their final 16. Some surprises in this. Check this out. DRG, MC, and MVP all have been eliminated already. Quite the shocker there. Some of the players that are left over, of course, you can go to WCS's website and see exactly who's left, but just a few of them left. Parting, Polt, Seed, and Squirtle are currently left in the winner's bracket. Now, the South Korea WCS finals are ongoing and will wrap up on August 25th. But wait! There's still more WCS finals stuff. Okay, check this out. Do you want to attend the WCS finals in Shanghai, China? I mean, that'd be awesome, right? Well, Blizzplanet has teamed up with Blizzard and given away 5 free tickets to the event. Now, let's be very clear. This does not cover your transportation, your lodging, any of that. So, unfortunately, the more expensive part of that is not covered. But this is 5 tickets to go to the WCS finals in Shanghai, China. All right, so that's pretty awesome. So how do you enter to win? Well, go to blizzplanet.com. There's a form there. It's pretty easy to find. You go through it and say why you want to go, okay? The best 5 answers will be awarded free tickets to the WCS finals, okay? Should be really awesome. So we'll finish with a question. Now, as always, throw down your answers in the comments. The best answers will be highlighted at the very beginning of next week's show. You know you love to see your name in the bright and shiny lights of the Blizzplanet.com videos. It's good times. So, now that all 3 matchups have been revealed in the battle reports, what are your thoughts on the new units in Heart of the Swarm? And which race do you think is getting the best new units? Which race do you think is getting screwed over, okay? We want to know. So throw it in the comments. We'll highlight the best answers next week. And while you're on YouTube, why don't you check out the Bearded Gamer Show, okay? It's awesome. All kinds of awesome beardy, video gamey kind of things. And oh yeah, I've got a giveaway going right now for a Razer Naga mouse. That's an $80 MMO mouse. It's awesome. Just head over to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and comment on the giveaway video. Link right there in the show notes. It's awesome. And of course, go to blizzplanet.com. It's got all the news, reviews, a fantastic community, everything you need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. See you guys next time.